What's going on, guys? Get123 here with more Grand Theft Auto 5, and today we're going to be talking about patch 1.07 and how it's going to affect you. So we're going to jump right into this. The first thing that you're going to notice is probably going to be the content creator. That was the biggest update sent in with this patch. It was the content creator for the races and the deathmatch. If you haven't checked that out yet, go ahead and check it out. I may upload a video on that later. And then the second thing that I think I should point out is that the duplication glitch and a lot of the money glitches are actually gone. Rockstar got rid of a lot of the glitches that people were taking advantage of, especially the ones for the secret vehicles. You know, you might have had something in your garage that you actually glitched in there and now it's gone. So Rockstar really put the hammer down on all those glitches, so we're gonna have to find new money-making methods, and I don't know, that might be it for our custom glitched cars. We're gonna have to see. So now I want to run over the list of things that are changing in patch 1.07. It's a pretty long list, so I'm gonna cover mainly the important things and leave out some of the things that are, you know, negligible and don't really affect us as much. But starting it out, players are now able to sell vehicles that they have purchased from websites. That's cool, that'll help. Players are now able to run in apartments and garages. To me, that is one of the best things about this patch update. As we all know, not being able to run in your apartment, and then even when you got to your garage, you know, if you want the car, the farthest back car, you had to walk all the way back, and it just felt like it took years, so that's good. Also, they increased the incentive for being a good sport. It was increased from $1,000 to $2,000, which really doesn't seem like that much. I feel like if it was $5,000 or $10,000, people would be a lot more motivated to be a good sport, but $2,000 still seems a little low, but whatever. They also fixed an issue where characters' tattoos would disappear when encountering cutscenes. They also corrected an issue where players could make their vehicles and passengers invisible. So that's it for the invisible car glitch and invisible player glitch, so that's it for that. Also, sticky bombs can no longer be thrown during the countdown for the starts of GTA races. You know, that sounds fair to me. It's a little cheap if you can start throwing bombs before the races even begins, and then you have your chances quite literally blown up before you even get a chance to move. Moving on, they also fixed an issue where players were charged full price for ammo for grenade launchers even if they were only buying one grenade. Also, they fixed an issue where grenades could be filled up to the maximum during certain races. In addition, team balancing has been improved. Friends and crew members are now grouped together and rank is taken into consideration. In my opinion, that's another good change. It'll just help to balance out those teams and help you play with the people that you want to play with. In addition, they fixed an issue where if a player has banked all of their cash, they were only charged minimal amounts for dying. And this next one's kind of big if you're in the glitching scene and things like that. If you ever play online and you see a bunch of tanks, and maybe that's something you and your friends like to do, well, unfortunately for you, they fixed the exploit where players were able to clone tanks. So it looks like you're going to now have to acquire tanks in a legitimate way. Respawning has also been improved to reduce the chance of repeatedly spawning in the same location. That's very good. There's nothing worse than just getting spawn killed over and over. And I know there's passive mode for that, but, you know, we don't always like to use passive mode, so better spawns will result in a better experience. Cash rewards have been adjusted in races, deathmatches, and parachuting to allow increases in payouts. So it seems like Rockstar probably noticed that they axed, you know, the payouts a little too much, so now they kind of bumped them up a little bit. How much? I'm not really sure, but, you know, it's more than before, so I guess that's good. There is now a 25% RP bonus at the end of deathmatches, missions, LTS, survival, player kills, and AI kills when playing in free aim. This gives extra credit for completing actions with more skill. So if you want to turn off your aim assist or whatever and just use free aim, then you're going to get a little bit more RP, so that's definitely a good thing. Up next, until a race has been verified, players cannot earn RP in UGC races. So that means that, you know, you're not really going to be able to farm your races. It's going to have to be verified by Rockstar, and that's really their way of controlling RP exploits and things like that. Up next, they reduced the chance of being notified by the cops in stolen vehicles. Thank God, I actually did not see that one until now. I looked over this list ahead of time, but I must have missed that one. I am very happy to see that, because when you steal a car in online, you're wanted almost immediately, and that was so annoying. It was almost impossible to travel unless you had one of your own cars, and that was just a pain. Okay, impromptu races can no longer be launched when in certain jobs. Okay, not many people really do impromptu races, if anybody. Hold-up shopkeepers now have access to ammunition. You have been warned. So it sounds like they might have some heavier firepower, or maybe something like that. I guess we're not really sure yet. Why don't you go into your local ammunition, or your local shop, and hold up the shopkeeper and see what happens. Up next, during weapon lock death matches, ammo drops will not contain Molotovs. Also, players who do not participate during survivals can now be flagged as such by other players in the group and removed from survival. So that's really good. That's going to remove those piggybacking people who just kind of join a lobby and sit there and do nothing, but they still reap the benefits from it. That doesn't sound fair to me, so it's good that Rockstar is also putting the ban hammer down on those people. New icons added for different types of personal vehicles. That's good. It'll make things a little easier. Also, new awards added for the creators. So I assume that means the content creators. We don't really know what those rewards are yet. Nearing the end of the list now, players are given 1 RP for every like they receive on their creations in the creators. So if you make a really good map and let's say you get 1,000 likes on it somehow, hey, there's 1,000 free RP for you. That's a good thing. And almost lastly, leaderboard functionality has been removed for any non-Rockstar content. For example, no access to social club leaderboards in Corona End of Mission. No best laps, personal bests, matched crew for head-to-head, etc. That I don't really understand, but if you're in a crew, maybe you will. And the last thing on the list is passive mode is now free to allow players more options when playing with friends. I really like that. Passive mode before was $100, and that got a little bit annoying to have to spend the money just because you were being harassed by a few people. So now it's really nice that that's free, and we don't have to spend our own money just because people feel like being dicks. As simple as that. So that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This is how patch 1.07 is going to affect you. Please stay tuned for more Grand Theft Auto 5 in the future. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you next time.